Today, we're talking about the top flirting mistakes you might be making, and most importantly, how to fix them. If you ever found yourself wondering why a connection fizzled out or why the person you're interested in isn't getting the message, keep watching. This is going to be for you. Flirting is a skill, one that benefits your confidence, your dating success, and your overall sense of empowerment. Research even shows that people use clear, effective flirting styles have more positive romantic outcomes. For a woman in her mid-30s, for example, flirting can help you take control of romantic encounters rather than waiting around for someone to magically see how great you are. So, if you're ready to attract more quality attention and spark genuine interest, let's dive into the most common flirting mistakes you're probably making and how to leave them behind for good. Mistake number one, being too subtle or indirect. A lot of us hope a smile here or a quick compliment there will be enough to signal interest. Unfortunately, most people miss subtle hints. Studies show that people correctly interpret flirting only about 28% of the time. If you're too vague, like just chatting politely or giving a small grin, he might think you're simply being nice. Here's why it's a problem. If he doesn't realize you're actually interested, there's no reason for him to pursue you further. Many men worry about reading signals incorrectly and looking creepy, so they'll err on the side of caution. How it looks like in real life, chatting for an hour at a party, laughing, but never clearly indicating that you are actually into him. Mistake number two, closed off body language. Flirting isn't just about what you say, it's also about how you carry yourself. If your arms are crossed or your gaze is glued to your phone, you may be sending out a do not disturb vibe without even realizing it. Body language often speaks louder than words. If you appear unapproachable, the other person won't feel comfortable getting closer or asking you out. Sitting with arms folded and eyes down during a date because you're nervous, the other person may interpret that as a boredom or lack of interest towards him. Mistake number three, being overly negative or critical. Constant complaining, pessimistic comments, or criticizing people and situations will quickly kill a flirtatious mood. Sure, you want to be honest, but there's a difference between sharing a tough day and radiating negativity. A negative attitude drains the fun right out of a conversation. Flirting should feel light, engaging, and positive, like a spark that could grow into a connection. If it turns into a rant about how dating is hopeless or your job is the worst, your potential partner may mentally check out. Every time he mentions something he enjoys, you respond with, "That's overrated," or "Ugh, I hate that." That's an instant mood killer. Mistake number four, overdoing teasing or sarcasm. Playful banter can break the ice, but too much sarcasm or negging can come off as insulting. Sometimes trying to sound witty or nonchalant ends up creating confusion or even hurt feelings. If he's left wondering whether you're making fun of him or you actually like him, you're putting a damper on any real connection. Sarcasm also can mask genuine interest, leaving him unsure of where he stands. Responding to a sincere compliment with, "Oh, is that your best line?" or constantly rolling your eyes. Instead of seemingly being playful, it risks coming across as dismissive or mean-spirited. Mistake number five, not listening or one-upping the conversation. Flirting is a two-way street. If you keep steering the conversation back to yourself or interrupting with your own stories, you risk making the other person feel unimportant. People love feeling heard. When you constantly jump into "me too" or overshadow his story with yours, he may think you aren't genuinely curious about him. Over time, this makes the interaction feel shallow. He mentions learning guitar and you instantly reply, "My friend is a pro and just released an album," without acknowledging his accomplishment. You've essentially dismissed what he said, missing a chance to bond over this passion of his. If he doesn't feel valued, he won't be excited about continuing the conversation or the date. Mistake number 6, being too passive, never initiating. While traditional dating rules might say the man should make the first move, times have changed. Showing genuine interest yourself can be very attractive and refreshing. If you never signaled that you're open to more interaction, he may assume you're not interested. Even if you think you're giving subtle cues, he might need clearer signs, like sending the first text, inviting him to do something, or giving a direct compliment. Gazing at someone across the room but never walking over to say hello, or waiting for him to do all the texting and planning and you not doing anything. If he is unsure that you like him, he might give up. A little initiative, like suggesting a follow-up coffee date, goes a long way. Men appreciate feeling desired as well, so don't be afraid to take the lead sometimes. Now, here's the thing, guys. Great news. These mistakes are all fixable. With practice and awareness, you can transform your interactions. And here's how. Be more direct. If you're too subtle, dial it up a notch. Offer a clear compliment. I love your sense of humor. Or suggest the next steps. We should grab coffee next week. Don't leave it to guesswork. Use open body language, uncross your arms, relax your posture, and make friendly eye contact. Smile often, lean in slightly when the other person talks to show that you're listening. This invites them to move closer to you, literally and figuratively. Stay positive, always stay positive. Sure, life can be stressful, but try to focus on the good. If you need to share a bad day story, finish on the optimistic note. People are drawn to positive energy. It makes them feel good around you. Strike the right teasing balance. A little playful banter is fine, but don't confuse it with mocking or sarcasm. Compliment more than you tease. Always ensure the other person knows you genuinely appreciate them. Listen actively. Show interest in what he says. Let him finish his thoughts. Ask follow-up questions. He will feel valued, and that's really attractive for him. Take some initiative. Don't be afraid to reach out first. Text first, call first, or suggest the next date. Even a small show of interest can spark deeper attraction. Guys, flirting isn't about tricking someone or playing games. It's about genuine connections built on curiosity, warmth, and fun. If you recognize yourself in any of these uncommon mistakes, being too subtle, negative, sarcastic, or passive, take heart. Each one can be flipped with a bit of openness and confidence. Start by making small adjustments, like offering a clear compliment or uncrossing your arms during a conversation. See how people will respond, because chances are you'll notice a difference quickly. Better connections, more genuine interest, and an overall boost in your confidence as well. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and good luck out there with your new and improved flirting game.